Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is JT Campos, a.k.a. Boaz Jimenez, and I'm hanging with your boy Galaxy on Comic-Con Radio. Vámonos.
This is Mexico. No unnecessary violence. This is a new start. The business is growing.
Expanding brings risk.
This town's gonna drive her back to whatever hovel she crawled out of.
It's a declaration of war.
You wanted our attention. Now you have it.
This is a new start.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Galaxy signing in for Comic-Con Radio. Coverage of pop culture events from around the globe. Amazing interviews with celebrities. Daily recaps and reviews of popular television. Movie reviews. Everything Comic-Con and fandom from around the globe. Comic-Con Radio. Get ready to enter our universe. Let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is your boy Galaxy for another amazing episode of Comic-Con Radio. Today we have a really cool cat. This guy is by far one of the most coolest characters on an amazing TV series that's happening right now. This series is about guns and drugs and the mob and all the good stuff that I love. Today we have the ultra cool JT Campos on Comic-Con Radio. JT, what's up, brother? Welcome.
My brother, thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Comic-Con Radio. You listeners, I hope you're enjoying the show.
That's cool. So, JT, you are on a show that I personally, truly, really like a lot. You're on Queen of the South currently right now. You play
Boaz.
the ruthless leader.
Yeah, Boaz Jimenez. I love it. It's fun. What can I say? I'm having a blast, with no pun intended.
With no pun intended. You play that role so well.
Yeah, I would like to think there's a little bit of Boaz in everybody.
Yeah.
A little bit of Boaz in everybody out there.
Yeah, you could say that, but you're like perfect for that role. And season after season, your role gets more technical and you get more ruthless, and it shows. Okay, this season you show a little more heart, but still you're like this ruthless guy and you don't even know what's gonna happen.
Boaz is somewhat of a wild card, and you never know what to expect with him. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm really having fun playing that unpredictable character. I think he keeps the show on their edge of their seat every time he does appear on screen. And yeah, man, Boaz is just somewhat of a threat, but like you said, he's got heart. We've already seen it.
Well, you know what? That heart is amazing. And through the show, you see your son passing, and you went through so many changes. You were at one point the leader, and then now you have to kind of bow down to this new leader. And I don't think Boaz is having that currently.
Every queen needs a king. I think Boaz just thinks in his own world he needs to be that king of Miss Teresa Mendoza.
That's
Who
such
knows?
a cool name. That's such a cool show. I do not miss it. Personally, when they told me that we're going to have JT Campos on the show, I was like, that's Boaz. I would love to have him on the show. It's really cool to chat with him because, you know, you're not just an actor. You're also a stunt master. You know, you want to get into that a little bit?
Well, I started off in the career as a stuntman on my first movie, The Alamo, way back when with Billy Bob Thornton playing Davey Crockett. And I got to partake and play on the field and die many a times to make a cat jealous. I died more times to make a cat jealous, seriously. The movie The Alamo just changed my life. I just knew I didn't want to go back to a regular 9-to-5. So I just submersed myself into the stunt world, into the world of film. And God's been good. I can't complain. I've got good friends, great family around me. And, you know, Marty Lee set this up, and I got to say thank you to the people trying to take care of me, because without them, I honestly feel I am no one. So, yeah, man, I'm just having some fun. Stunts has just been a beautiful thing. I throw my body head over heels for the industry. What can I say?
Absolutely, you do. And not a lot of people know that you're also an Alita, and you're a stunt person in that. And it takes a lot out of you to play these roles.
Yeah, it does. Alita Battle Angel with Robert Rodriguez was a lot of fun. Robert's working on another film right now, and I've just been going all over the U.S., traveling here and there, doing my meet and greets. And as much as I thought I was going to play on this show with Robert this time, no, not happening. Maybe Alita Battle Angel 2. We'll see what happens.
Hey, man,
we'll see what happens.
You're in it in some way or the other, right? Whether you're doing stunts or you're acting. Which side do you like more, the stunts or the acting?
Oh, I'm not going to lie to you. I love the acting. However, growing up in the stunts, you tend to think you're going to miss it until you're being told, sorry, kid, you can't do that anymore. You're now an actor. My showrunner, Ben Loboto, was telling me, no more stunts for you, buddy. Don't get hurt. And I wanted to go work on Fear of the Walking Dead. And during the off time of Queen of the South, and he was like, no, don't do stunts. You're no longer a stuntman. You're an actor. We've got season 4 coming up. I was like, all right, no stunts, fine. So I didn't do the stunts, and I twiddled my thumbs, it seemed like, wondering what was I going to do. Season 4 came about, and Mr. Ben Loboto, wow. I love everybody on the show, my brothers and my sisters, in front of the camera, behind the camera. What an amazing cast and crew. We just rallied together and made an awesome season. I mean, we've made an awesome season every 4 seasons with every cast and crew member we've had, and it's just been a beautiful ride. No complaints. No complaints.
Well, you have this familiar face. Do you get that a lot?
Well, I've been acting for almost 18 years now. I've been on Prison Break, Sin City 2, Machete Kills. I've been in some commercials. It's been a lot of fun. So, yes, maybe it is like the Mandela effect. You have seen me somewhere, and where is it?
You've been in a lot of things. As equal as your acting career has been your stunt career, and how did you get into the stunts thing?
Started on the movie The Alamo, and that was almost by accident. I was working in radio, like KKLB, here in Austin, Texas, and my brother, man, Christy Stein, had already been working all day. He couldn't cut this final commercial. He was like, here, JT, do this. I got to go. And he just took off. Left me with the commercial, asking for extras on the movie The Alamo for Santa Ana's Army. And so I answered that call, I guess you could say. I answered it for 6 months. I told my listening audience on the radio that I was going to be an extra and I was going to kill Davey Crockett. And sure enough, 6 months later, I take a stab at Billy Bob Thornton, who played Davey Crockett. My brother's the first Hispanic killed by Davey Crockett before the onslaught at the Alamo. And yeah, history just changed that day. Cutting that commercial changed my life. So yeah, it's been fun.
Acting's one thing, right? Acting's one thing, and it's a gradual thing. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get this big break. But stunts is a whole different
stunts are
monster.
Guaranteed. Yeah, stunts is a total different monster.
Just doing that, you have to have some kind of training or some kind of background in it. Do you do martial arts? Have you learned how to fall? Or was it just, hey, make it happen?
No, growing up, I did take some martial arts classes. Mother got us involved in Taekwondo and some other martial arts, and I guess having a Mexican mother, you're messing up, she's going to let you have it. And that's a nice little preparation for the chingazos that are coming later on in stunts. And yes, of course I've trained with some of the best in the industry, and it's been a beautiful blessing. No complaints, seriously, no complaints. I've had the pleasure of working with the amazing Buddy Joe Hooker on the show The Sun. He did the stunt driving of the car for Quentin Tarantino on Death Proof. I mean, he was driving the ride for Kurt Russell. This guy's a legend. There's just so many legends I've had the beautiful honor and pleasure of working with, stunt brothers and sisters. So, I could talk all day.
That's what we want. We want you to talk all day.
I could talk all day on the stunt community. So I got a call from stunt coordinator Russell Towery. He played RoboCop way back when. That was RoboCop. So I get a call to work on Queen of the South, deliver a little bit of dialogue and take a kick to the chest. And what do you know? I turned one day of stunts into 4 seasons. Yeah, I messed up. I became an actor. Thank God.
You're like, thank God. No more kicks in the chest or stabs or...
No, I mean, I'll still do my own stunt whenever I'm allowed to, but I will not become a liability to the production. I will tell you that right now. There are far more faster, stronger, amazing stuntmen than myself. So by all means, please, who's my double? Let's go do it.
Now they get a stuntman for you. How does that feel that now you're that actor guy which has a stunt person?
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. It is really, truly a beautiful thing because, man, just doing the stunts, just wanting to be the stunt man. I mean, I remember I had my dreams of wanting to be Johnny Depp's stunt double, you know? So being the stunt man, being the stunt double, working on a production, it's fun. It's I can't explain it other than we're a family and we're all formed this collective together and we're collaborating on one big picture that we're going to paint together on the canvas that's named whatever this production name is, and we go to work. We just go to work and we have fun. There's a new movie out by Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I suggest everybody go watch that movie. I mean, really, go enjoy that. That's a story of Hal Needham and Burt Reynolds, pretty much. Hal Needham, man, so guy's a legend.
So that's based on a true story?
Well, it's along the lines of that world. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say it's based on a true story, but it's based along the stories of what happened in Hollywood with stuntman, you know, the actor. And I'm anxious to go watch the movie just because of the world that I play in and live in. And, you know, lights, camera, action. What can I say? When they say lights, camera, action, it's go time, baby. And it's just been the best. It's been the best ride I've taken ever since. Ever since I started film, yeah, it's been great.
You're a very intense dude. I can hear it from your voice. I can hear it like you're ready to go. You're like on 100. I love that energy.
I just woke up.
You just woke up.
I just woke up. I've been on the road, been traveling with my boy Ricky Versetti, who I make music with. He's an amazing talent, my boy. So when I was working on American Crime, not many people know. So working on American Crime, and I thought we were going to get a season 2, kind of like the same way season was, only it just went in a different storyline. Anyhow, I thought my character would evolve from season 1 to season 2, and I started wanting to work with music. I just figured this drug dealer would want to turn into a rapper of sorts. So I started pursuing the music on my own. And season 2 of Queen of the South, I really linked up with my boy Ricky and just been doing that ever since. So on my off time, when I'm not working on film or trying to get my tequila moving, or doing the Comic-Cons, I'm usually in the studio with my boy Ricky Versetti, and we're just banging out some music. And so I'm only telling you this because we went all the way to San Francisco. We linked up with Puro Bandido, the band, and some amazing, great things are about to start happening here real soon. So yeah, I'm just anxious with that, just because, man, I've always wanted a band. You know, a real band, not just making music on the computer and whatnot. So it's another endeavor. Here we go. It's just something else that I'm doing. I'm having fun. I'm living the time of my life. It's my best life right now. It's been my best life ever since I can remember growing up. Best thing that my mother ever gave me were my brothers and my sister. So I'm just enjoying my time, my life, my love, the energy. Yeah, life is good, bro. Life is good.
That's an amazing outtake that you have. So where did this life begin? Where was your humble beginnings from?
I grew up in Mission, Texas, down South Texas, home of Tom Landry, when men were real men and they coached real cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
And, I just grew up in South Texas. It's a beautiful place, still a beautiful place, the Rio Grande Valley. I love it. Got a lot of family and friends still there, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do in life. I guess you grow up in South Texas and you think you may stay in a small town. I've always been different. I've always felt other places calling to me. Austin was the first big place that just like touched me and moved me. So I moved to Austin, Texas, and kept just chasing the dreams, chasing whatever my heart was telling me to go after. So I've done a lot of odd jobs. I've done a lot of different things. I worked at the medical examiner's office, picking up the deceased for 3.5 years, trying to find closure in my life because of the way things were when I grew up. I lost my father at a very young age in a water heater explosion. And that kind of, you're growing up by yourself. Sometimes it feels like all you got is your brothers and your mother, your family. And family's forever. So yeah, you just hunker down, you grow up, and one foot in front of the other, and just keep moving forward, no matter what life throws at you. Smile at all of it. Just smile at all of it. It's all good because you got your feet moving in front of each other, and you're above ground. As long as you're above ground, life's good. Life is good.
I love how you say life is good. I got to come up with a bumper sticker or a T-shirt that says life is good. And then I'll put
as long
JT
as you're above
Campos.
ground, life is good. Yeah, any day above ground, life is good. No complaints here, bro.
You got
no
this,
complaints.
You got this sincerity in your voice. You also have this fierceness in your voice. You sound like, hey, I can be your best friend, but if you get in my way in a bad way, don't do it.
Yeah.
Think twice.
Yeah. You know what? They say a lot of things about me, and I just say it's all true. You know, I'm going to be however I got to be according to the day and according to the person treating me how they're treating me. Simple as that. Let's just reap good things. Let's sow good things so we can reap great things. And that's it. You know, give what you want to get back. Yeah, it's just about being real Hakuna Matata these days. No worries, baby. No worries.
Hakuna
Just live your
Matata.
life.
Did you see the Lion
Help
King
others.
remake?
Oh,
reboot?
man. Yes, sir. I sure did. Took my 16-year-old daughter out to go watch it, and there we were, crying like little babies. It was beautiful.
How does she feel that you changed from all stunts to acting now? Does she seem it surreal? Does she like it?
She's always just known Daddy to be this way. It's for her, I guess she's always just seen me as an actor anyway. Doing stunts is acting. You know, I got to throw my body. I got to sell the shot. I got to do a little bit of dialogue. I got to make sure it's there. So it encompasses everything. And I just wish I paid a little bit more attention in school when I was younger. You know, it's really where it's at when you realize that film it encompasses everything in the sense of you look at a script. If you don't know how to read and write, well, I mean, how are you going to speak that spoken word? That's what it is. It's spoken word. I mean, when you look at these cameras and you look at the lenses on the cameras and how they're shooting this far and this close and this wide and that's all mathematics. You know, and we're working with some stunts here and there, and that's physics. You start to realize, wow, everything means something more than what I just thought it did. So you start to really pay attention to the basic fundamentals that they are basic fundamentals, but they mean so much. They're not just basic in the form of saying they're basic. That's the foundation. You know, that's the foundation. That's the mold. That's what keeps it together. When all those fails, stick to the basics, and you can't go wrong. And I've just followed that simple formula taught to me by some of the others that have been doing this for years. And it's a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing to be able to say you work in this amazing industry of entertainment and whatever aspect of it that you work. And just share what you know, share what you love, and people are moved by it. It touches them. And I just want to be that cause and effect in life. If I can have you do something different for a greater cause, then I've succeeded. And I just want to be the reason that you want to do better. Because I've got people out there in my world that have shared with me, taught me something that I now walk wanting to do better. So, yeah.
That's a pretty cool way to put that. That's a pretty rad way to put that. You're giving some sense. And the way you just said, you know, this is physics, this is math, this is English. That's pretty cool, man. That's like a very sensible way. And all these youth out there that's listening to the show, because, you know, when I bring on guests are very impressionable to the world because you're doing something that a lot of people would love to do. But when you say, hey, stay in school, do good, look, math is how the camera people use, and reading and writing and physics and all that. You know, I hope everybody listens to that and understands it, because you probably had a little bit more difficult road leading up to where you are. You're where you are right now and you love it, but you just said you wish you'd have done this better.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Most definitely. We're looking for mentors in life sometimes. We're the big brother, the big sister, that one somebody that just impacts your life and pushes you in a whole different way. And that's it. You just kickstart your life in a whole different way. And it just takes one person to tell you you're important, that you can. Man, I had that with a lot of people. And then I felt like if I just had it earlier. I mean, I grew up struggling in the valley. You know, I lost my father at an early age. I only had my brothers. My mom worked 3 jobs. Grandma took care of us. I'm not gonna say it was all peaches and cream, but you know, when you're given lemons, you make lemonade. You make it extra sweet. Work with what you got and enjoy it. Don't complain about it. I guess as I've evolved in this career path that I've taken, I've just looked back and said, wow, if I would have started a little earlier, if I just, but, there's no going back. So you just keep moving forward. And because we're moving forward, we have to tell ourselves, what is it that I really need? What tools do I need to gain so that I could just keep knocking it out, keep being good, keep being great, keep being the love I want to be? It's just important because I know I've seen as this character, and sometimes people say, oh, you're the bad guy, you're the bad guy. I was like, yes, but I couldn't be this great bad guy if it wasn't for the basic fundamentals of what need to be learned. And you learn that at an early age. You learn that in kindergarten, like they say. It's like ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Some of the best just starts early. Some of the best training just starts so early in school. So, yeah, pay attention. You want to be bad? Stay in school. Learn as much as you can. And then go out there and share everything you learned with everyone. I guarantee you'll be bad as in good. Bad as in good. However you want to interpret that. You'll be great, I promise.
That's a pretty cool way to put that. You're absolutely right. You're saying stay in school, do good, and then you could play whoever you want, be whoever you want, because those nerds in school from back then are the movers and shakers of the world now. And
oh yeah,
they could be bad as they want in a good way. Like, back then the term was, hey, this guy's bad, and that means they're good. So that's a cool way to put it. That's a cool way.
You want to be bad, but learn as much as you can. Everybody needs somebody. We're all here for each other. Remember that. We are all here for each other, and we can all learn from one another. So, and that's it. I'm just trying to learn from some of my peers, some of my mentors, some of the greatest people that I respect, and I know everybody's got something to share. So I'm always ready to just listen and take it in. I wanna learn. I wanna grow.
Who's been the most influential person in your acting career? Not stunt, but acting career.
The most influential person in my acting career. I think I'm going to have to take that way back to when I was in high school. Mrs. Chapa, my teacher, my drama coach or drama teacher. I took drama back in high school, and I realized for a while that was the most fun. I remember I had never acted, but like I'm a storyteller. I like being animated and over the top and intense, and so I would always tell stories. I was in Boy Scouts. We used to do our little skits at the campfires, right, every weekend when we go camping. So yeah, I was just pretty much wanting to always tell stories. And I remember Mrs. Chapa saw something in me, and she gave me 3 characters to play at one of our high school plays, DuckTales and Bobby Sox. I played Buddy Holly, Elvis Presley, and Wilbur the Nerd. And for me, that was like the best because I'm doing wardrobe changes. I'm jumping in and out of costume. And when we had our show, I remember we did 2 shows in high school, and after every show, I remember the whole school was like, "Wow, Joseph! Wow, you can do this! Wow!" I remember the feeling; it felt so good, and I didn't get back to it at all until the Alamo. I guess you could say it's like I remembered certain things that felt great, and you grow up in certain places. You might think you don't have the opportunity. I guess you got to just remind yourself, and that's why people are important. People that are there for you are important because they'll be the ones to make sure you're being guided in the proper direction. They'll see to it that you go down this path of enlightenment and righteousness for your well-being, for their well-being, for the community's well-being. And when someone sees something in you and they believe in you, you should believe in yourself as well because it's the start of something great. It really is. And man, Miss Chapa, wherever you're at right now, thank you. Thank you. That's all I can say is just thank you. Miss Chapa really did a lot for me. And looking back now, I realize her just saying, "You can do it, kid," was everything. And here I am still doing it. The administrators, the teachers, some of these people back in Rio Grande Valley that taught me to prepare myself for the future. I just want to say thanks to them. I didn't realize it then because, you're a little knucklehead growing up. You want to do what you want to do. Kid said, you want to do whatever you want to do. Yeah, I wish I would have really listened and paid attention at a younger and more tender age. I think I would have done a heck of a lot more than what I've done now, but hey, no complaint.
But don't
no
you
complaint.
think That's such an amazing advice you're giving. I want people to listen to that and really follow that, because it's amazing what you're saying. But you, as who you are, JT Campos, what you're doing right now, the person you are, maybe everything you've done has led to this person now. You have tequila brand you're working on, and you have a band, and you have all these other things. You think that led to this, the way you were? Like, if anything changed, you would have been different? Or do you think if you would have paid more attention, you would have been a lot better now?
I think if I just would have paid a little bit more attention to certain things earlier on, I would be a lot farther in where I'm at. However, with everything I have learned and with what I've gained in knowledge and truth and wealth here, it's been great at the time that it's come, because I appreciate it nonetheless. It's mine. It's my hard work. It's not just my hard work, but, the collaborative group that I link up with and the people, my brothers, my sisters that I work with closely. It's all that. It's the family. It's the team. It's the love for one another, the respect for one another, the fact that we're going to hold each other accountable. That means something to me. I think we can all do it by ourselves in life. We can all do what we want to do in life by ourselves. Fine. You want to be by yourself? You want to be a loner? Go do it. You can probably be the best lone wolf ever. However, I really, really think we're not here to be by ourselves on this earth. We're not here just to be alone. We're here meant to be for each other, to teach one another, to love one another, and walk together, as one big love, and do great things. I mean, we're living in a crazy dark time right now. It seems like it's only getting darker, but there is a lot of people of light and love out there that, we still see some great things. We're like, all right, great. Life and love isn't over yet. Go to your house, please. And so with that, it's just important to tell yourself, I want to evolve. I want to grow. I want to be something different than what I am right now, because I can be great. And I've wanted different things in life. I've gone with what my heart tells me to go with. Okay, now it's time to do this. Let me do that. I don't know what this means or where I'm headed with this. Oh, it's tequila? Okay, fine. This is music I'm doing now. Oh, great. Okay, I want to express myself. I want to, this is film. I'm writing now. I'm directing my boys' music videos. I'm trying to just write my story, share my story. We all have a story to share and tell. We all do. And that story is important, because that story is what's going to be told and shared with someone that just might need to hear something in that story that's going to spark their interest in something different, that's going to make them do something amazing in their life, in their future, in their world for someone else. And it's just that right there. It's that little domino effect. It keeps falling onto the next person, on another one, and they do great, they do good. They inspire someone else, and it just keeps moving, paying it forward.
That's pretty cool
to
hear.
That's where I'm at.
Hey, you're at a good point. So you're writing now and directing music videos. What type of music videos are you directing?
You can go to rickyversetti.com. You can go on YouTube and type in Ricky Versetti. There's a few music videos. It's rap, Latino music, English, Spanish. I'm just trying to do more now. Like I said, I just got back from San Francisco, and I was out there at the House of Latin Rock with Richard Segovia. The guy used to play with Carlos Santana. I got to meet Billy Johnson, the drummer. Oh, my God. Let me tell you, it's just crazy when you're doing exactly what you want to do, and your heart's in the right place, and you're fighting the good fight. As long as you fight that good fight, man, your heart feels great. Even if you feel like you've defeated, you still walk away with that smile because you gained that victory of something. You got to fail sometimes to tell yourself, I've just succeeded. I failed. Man, I failed miserably, but that's a win. I just won. I didn't get exactly what I wanted, but I got more than what I needed. It's about perspective, man. Life is about perspective. Always look at that glass half full. Simple as that. When you look at the roses, is it the rose that makes it beautiful, or the thorns? You need the thorns to protect that beautiful rose, so it's all together. You gotta love everything.
So you're
love
saying,
it and respect it for what it is.
So you're saying in life there's a little bit of win, there's a little bit of loss, but overall, take it in.
It's a win.
Do the best that you can.
It's still a win.
That's cool. So it's a win always.
It's always a win. Life is a win. All right? When you fail, you're winning. Tell yourself you're winning because you're learning something. And when you fail, that means you tried. And that's more than others will ever do sometimes. So to fail is to know you tried. And to know you tried, man, that's everything. You don't walk away feeling like, pues, I don't know, what if? What if I would have? You got all that out of the way. You did it. You did your what if, and you found out what the result was. And congratulations, you succeeded. Now, it might not have been exactly what you wanted. Now go back at the drawing board, recalculate, work a little harder, do it again. Go for that other win. And that's it. That's all I can keep doing. That's all I've ever done, and I love it. I love it when someone tells me no, because I just tell myself, okay, cool. I'm close. I'm real close. This is the industry I'm in. You know, I'm always auditioning. No. Somebody else got the part. It's okay. I'm used to it. I got some thick skin. The no's are just that much closer to a yes here. Life is good. No complaints. Seriously, my brother, no complaints.
In this business, a lot of people don't understand it, that even celebrated actors, even high-level actors, even people that's been in the industry like yourself for 18 years, stuntman, actor, you still get a lot of no's, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like always, what is it, like 70-80% no's, and there's like those 20% yeses that like change things in your life. You think that's kind of like a right number?
Sounds about right. There's so many brothers and sisters in this industry trying to do exactly the same thing you're doing. I mean, even in your field of entertainment, I guarantee you there's somebody that wants to do the same thing you're doing. You know, they want to show that they can do it just as great, if not better, and it's okay. It doesn't mean that I should be worried about the fact that, man, this guy just may knock me out my seat. Actually, I embrace the fact that this guy's doing the best he can to knock me out the seat, because I've inspired him to work that much harder to knock me out of my seat. And that means something. It means people are working. It means people are doing what they want to do. It means people are moving forward with their steps to achieve their goals. So why is that a bad thing that someone's gunning after my spot when I've inspired them, when I've done something to make them come after my spot? It's a good thing. I'm doing exactly what I want to do. Will I always be here where I'm at this point? For me, in my head, I'm going to say yes, because I'm always just going to continue to do what I want to do for the better of myself, my family, my loved ones. So I'm not really worried about someone knocking me out of my seat to be there, because it'll probably just mean I've got to be moving on anyway to something else. I mean, that's just the way I feel. I'm always just moving on to something else. Tomorrow I'll be in Houston, Texas. I got to get ready to take off here to go to Houston. After that, I got to get back to Miami, and then we'll go back to San Francisco, because I've got to get back with the Puro Bandidos band and get in there with some sessions, get some training going. So, yeah, I'm just going to chase the dream, and I'm going to follow my heart. And I would just advise everybody to do the same. Chase your dream. Follow your heart. Really follow your heart. Are you doing exactly what you want to do in life to make you happy? I mean, if you've always wanted to be a hairdresser, interior design, if you just wanted to be an architect, I don't know what your dreams and ambitions are, but I tell you, chase them. Chase them and learn what you must so that you can be great at what you want to do. And yeah, Hakuna Matata, right?
That's funny.
Hakuna Matata, you know you got to do it.
I was like, this guy's a cool dude. He has a really good take on life. But, you know, I hear this amazing sincerity from your voice. I hear this lifelong of hard work. I hear this tough guy, but I hear this guy that's really cool too. And I think all of those come out in your characters. And, you know, we've seen you in a lot of movies, TV shows, things like that, you know, but when you play Boaz, it shows, you know, yeah, you're one typical character. You're this, you know, drug lord, whatever, but your acting ability on it is really cool. You sell that part so good. Do you sometimes sit there and imagine yourself in that role?
It's funny, man. I tend to just be myself. I'm this guy right here. Right before they tell me lights, camera, action, right? Right before they call action, I'm just good old JT. I just want to be me. I'm not trying to be Boaz at all. Sometimes Boaz is too Too something. I don't know. This guy's el maton, you know. He doesn't care sometimes. He just does not care. So I don't like really jumping into Boaz until kind of like right before I got my old little process to get into my own character, and I'll just zone out for about 30 seconds, and there I am. Turn on, turn off. It's like a switch. I just got to turn them on and off. I don't want to stay in that world sometimes. There's scenes that I've acted on other films that have been strong and emotional and draining. I can't stay in that emotion all day. I don't want to. I don't want to live there all day in that mindset where it's just that emotion is draining. That it would cause me to, I don't know, feel like someone just passed away and there I am, sat on set all day. I can't do that. That's not me. I'm gonna arrive on set, happy-go-lucky, ha-ha-ha, here I am, let's all laugh. Oh, okay, now it's time to get serious and action. And then scene, it's over, back to laughing and joking because you need to. You just need to. I worked with an amazing director named Adam Dietrich on a film called Knowing. And this film, it's a short story, and it's about the Sandusky case, you know, out there with the code and the kids and whatnot. And I was like, oh, man. So we have this one scene in this film where I turn the corner and I see the coach with this kid. It's so freaking intense. And oh my God, we're filming this, and it's just the content, the content and subject matter is so, oh my God, too much sometimes. And I remember I stayed in that character a little too much, and it was having some kind of effect on me where I really wanted to attack my fellow actor. Like, I just want to say, you son of a bitch, what are you doing? I had to remind myself, bro, you're making a movie. You're just making a movie. Don't put yourself there in this world. And I had a friend with me on set, and he was like, bro, what's the matter with you? And I was like, I don't know. I just couldn't snap out of that right away. I was like, I just really felt, it's because the subject matter that we were filming, I mean, certain things do happen in life, all right? So there's sad situations that happen, and we're telling stories to these sad situations in life, you know, truth. We're telling stories of truth, and, man, it just got me. It got me. I wasn't prepared for that part of my career yet, I guess. It was just weird how, I actually felt this. Okay, that's what that is. Ooh, make sure I never fall into that trap again, because I just don't want to live there in that world like that, with certain emotions of the character when he has to walk with certain feelings and whatnot. So, yeah, I just turn it on and off. For me, it's just easier that way. That way I don't bring that back home, share it in a negative way, or it's misinterpreted. So, yeah, it's on set, stays there on set, and I turn on and off as I need to.
You can't
and
be like
I've
Daniel.
gotten better at it.
So you don't want to be like Daniel Day-Lewis, where he like lives that character for like months and he becomes that person.
No, that's not me at all. Nope, no, can't do that. I cannot do that. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, much less myself. Of course not. No, that's not me. I can't. But Daniel Day-Lewis is an amazing actor, and I'm willing to work with him still.
You're like, let's do it.
I'll learn something from him, I'm sure. He could teach me a thing or two. I can guarantee that. And, yeah, maybe I'd pick his brain on that method of acting. But for me, no. I like jumping in and out of my character.
You know, they go through this phase, and there's been stories, and there's been people that actually affected their life, their marriage, everything, because they just stay in that role for like weeks and weeks. And I don't know that mindset. I understand method acting. It's an amazing thing, and it takes a certain person, but you know, it just affects everybody around them. And I think that's why a lot of these method actors only do movies every so many years, because like you said, it's draining. It takes all this out of you. And for you to like feel a certain way with another actor, it's like, whoa, what's up? Mm-hmm. So maybe you have that method actor gene in you, and you're just turning it off right now. And maybe you can, you know, you never know.
Yeah, I just leave it off. Turn it on, turn it off as I need to. That's the best for me. It's just like a light switch. You turn it on, turn it off. Doesn't mean the light switch is off just because it's off, because you still got that current running through it. You know, we know the way the electricity works. It's just there. It's still there. Just because the switch is off doesn't mean it's not there. So just I turn on and off as I need to, and I walk through life. Besides, I mean, it wouldn't be that fun if I was Boaz all the time. Can you imagine how many people getting hurt?
Yeah, right. Oh boy, and all that.
Telling it like it is. Nah, I can't do that all the time.
Those scenes, you like drink like a monster in those scenes, and I'm like, hey, imagine how much water you're chugging back. Or I've heard some actors actually drink real liquor during those scenes because they want to feel it and feel the effect. But I know on a lot of TV series you can't do that. But imagine if you drank like that and did all that stuff. That'd be wicked.
Oh, yeah. If I drank the way Boaz drank, I would have already have lost a kidney and a liver and God knows what else. I mean, I'm drinking some green tea, and that tea tastes great. So that's what I'm chugging every time you see me chugging, and it's baby milk that you see me snort. It's not anything else, y'all. I love the props. I mean, I love how they do what they do to make it look so real. I was like, wow. I remember when I worked on American Crime, they gave me a big old pound of marijuana, right? I'm selling marijuana out of my apartment. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, what is this? This isn't the real thing. I know that. So what is this? And he was like, they made this. They made it to look that way, the art department. And it's just so amazing. The thing about the entertainment industry, if you don't know what you want to do in life, oh my God, that's how come I asked earlier. It's like, do you want to do hair design? Do you want to build? Do you want to do construction? Do you want to be an electrician? Do you want to do lighting? All these jobs. There's so many jobs that this industry has. I mean, my daughter doesn't want to be an actress. She's more of she's writing now, so she's written scripts. She wants to do hair. She wants to do makeup. She'd like to do wardrobe and costume. She'd even like to do some set design. She's got some of her friends that they like building sets. So it's like when you realize how many jobs are really there in this entertainment industry. Wow. You could do exactly what you want to do in life. You just got to put your mind to it and apply yourself. And then surround yourself with the proper people that will hold you accountable. When you can hold each other accountable, that's love and respect for one another. And we need more of that. We need to hold each other accountable. We have a hard time holding ourselves accountable. Nobody wants to be responsible. Nobody wants to take the blame, even if it is their fault. And we're always looking to cast blame on others. Accountability. Own up to it. And that's it. That's it.
That's a lot of
We'd
knowledge,
be in a better place.
JT, you have a book of knowledge with you. A lot of good things come out of you. Maybe that's because you're a parent, or maybe that's because you came from such a great upbringing. And yeah, it was tough, but like you worked your way.
Oh, it was still great. No, you're right. It was a great upbringing. I'm not going to complain, man. My book, it's been written the way it had to be written. And it's been loved. My dad visits me in my dreams almost every night. So does my grandmother. My loved ones that are watching me from up above, they're looking down on me, and I know they're happy. I know they're happy and they're proud. And I'm not bothered by the struggle. I'm not bothered by it at all anymore. It's I've learned to embrace it at such a young age. That's crazy. That's the thing. I've just embraced it since a tender young age, and I don't think that things are hard sometimes. I see others really struggle, and I'm like, really, why are you struggling? I mean, it's just this. What I fail to realize is, well, this is their first time in a situation like this. They maybe never, ever had to deal with anything like this, as where it was just a daily event in my world. So, yeah, I mean, we come from different places. We're different faces and places that people come from. We're not the same. We're not the same. We're the same in the fact that we're human, and we can all love and care about one another. But we're different in what we want to do and how we want to live. But the truth is, I think we still all the same with the love that we need to share and give. So we just got to find that common ground, and then there we are. we're walking together.
That's it, man. You got to write a book. We got to come out with a book, man, about your life and the advice you give, because you went from, one end of the spectrum to another. And you're right. There's all sorts of jobs in this industry. You just don't have to be an actor or a stunt person. I saw the behind the scenes of Game of Thrones, and there's people just in charge of making snow and a person just in charge of making dirt. And there's so many things. And I've been around this stuff for many years, and I've seen so many cool things. And there's so many, but I like it when it comes from people like yourself that's in it. That's like, hey, I did this and I did that. I got here. Now that I'm doing this, this, and that. And you can do it also, because we're all different, but we're the same. And that's such a perfect thing to say.
That's funny. It's like we all can do it too. I mean, I look at where I came from, where I'm headed, where I want to be, and people say, "Bro, you had it rough." Okay, great, awesome. And because I had it so rough, and others have had it easier than I have, guess what? We can all do it then. Because if I'm doing it, I know you can do it. If I had it really, really rough and you're nowhere near that point, you're probably better off already. And this is that, and this is this, and this is what you need to do, and there you are. Simple as that. And it's just fun to see people grow into themselves, into their true character of who they've always wanted to become and be, and walk a certain way in life. And it's nice to see these people become that. And I've got some brothers and sisters that have, they continue to tell me, "Man, you just shared with me. You sparked something in me. You made me realize I've been doing things wrong. I'm loving differently." Well, I can't tell you how many times I've just cried those tears of joy with them. In a world where I've cried so much that I've lost count of the tears that have fallen from my eye, to where I'm able to count the tears of joy on a single hand. Well, I'm trying to cry more tears of joy these days, where I can lose count. I want to lose count on the tears of joy, as opposed to the tears of pain I've cried and can't recall. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it differently. I'm really smiling more, and I find myself, shedding a tear here and there with a big old smile on my face, and I'm like, man, yes. And I just look up at the sky, and I'm just hoping that my family's still looking down, proud of me, as I feel they are, and yeah, let me keep moving forward. They're
absolutely proud of you, man. Of course they are. You're making it happen. You always think of them. The fans are thinking of you a lot now. How can they get a hold of you on social?
Go to my Instagram, JT Campos 1. Follow me on my Instagram. I'm also at JT Chingon Campos on Facebook. That's my fan page. Follow me there, please. Follow me. Hit me up at an email, camposjt@yahoo.com.
Look at
I'll
that,
try to
man.
answer
You're
every
giving your
email
personal
back.
email. That's pretty cool.
Oh, man. You know what? I'm nobody without the people that are supporting me. And if you're going to follow, support, and share some love, by all means, I want you on the team. I want you a part of this little love-growing energy that we can all walk and vibe with. So, yeah, hit me up. Let's talk. If there's something I can do to help put a smile on your face, here I am.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. Your advice today has been amazing. You've been a wonderful guest. How about any projects coming up?
I've got a project coming up. I'm going to be able to send people to indiestream.tv here real soon. Keep checking that. I think August 2nd or 3rd, I'm going to have Mexican Mormon, The Adventures of Payaso and Spider. Eminem, it's Mexican Mormon. The Adventures of Payaso and Spider. It's about two Bato Locos having to take their product, their marijuana, into the community a little bit deeper, because they got to save Grandma's house, and to take on the disguise as Mormons to move that product a little deeper. It's a comedy like Cheech and Chong. It's really funny. I was a Mormon for a little while growing up, so I wrote this script based off of the.
So this is your
Mormons
first movie
for a little while. Yeah, well, I've written some scripts. This was the first one that I started working with my friend. I just wanted to get away from being the the bad guy. I wanted to tell a story, comedy, and just be, I just wanted to make people laugh for a little while. So I wrote that. I wrote Fin del Sancho, The Buck in Truth. Billy Badass is about a kid, about a female kid in school who's somewhat of a bully. She ends up bullying the bullies of school because it's just important to learn and gain that knowledge. I've written another story called Leviticus. Yeah, I've been writing for a little while. I've been just writing stories and collecting my scripts here till I can get the proper financing to go after one. I've written a musical, Western. Yeah, writing some stories, trying to tell stories and share them. So it's been a crazy, beautiful life. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. I keep telling myself I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain.
You should get a website up and put all your scripts and stories and movie links and all that stuff. But for now, they got to go to JT Campos 1 on Instagram. Check out everything. Now, JT, you've been such a wonderful guest. Everything that you're saying is so cool. Is there anything you want to tell the fans before we head out?
I'm going to tell you, please look in the mirror and remind that person you see in the mirror that they are everything. They are love. They are important. And they mean something to someone. Now you go find out who that someone and that something is and share that love with them. All right? Just share your love. Be love. Receive love. It's all about the love, Papa. Mama, I love y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Go after it. The world is yours. You can go get it. It's right there for the taking. Just don't get in the way of anybody else going after their dream unless you're there to help them get it. All right? I love y'all.
That's wonderful, man. And with that said, we're signing out of another amazing and cool episode of Comic-Con Radio. We went a little deep today because JT's a deep dude. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is your boy Galaxy with JT Campos from Queen of the South and so many more things. And we're signing out. And JT, we got to give everybody a billion kisses. Ready? 3, 2, 1, billion kisses.
More kisses. I love y'all.
Peace out, guys. Peace.
Man, I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, man. God bless you. I love y'all.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Galaxy signing out from another amazing episode of Comic-Con Radio. Tune in for your daily shows of Comic-Con Radio. Go to comiccon-radio.com. Reach us on social media. Instagram at Comic-Con Radio. Comic-Con Radio, taking the world one listener at a time.